Poppin' B. Perpock here. Welcome back to another episode of Race the Ramen, the show where I attempt to review something unscripted in the amount of time it takes to boil an instant ramen. And today we'll be taking a look at Wolfwalkers, streaming now on Apple TV+. Alright, we're going to start the timer right now. Okay, so, Wolfwalkers. The second piece in the G-Kids Race the Ramen double feature of animated films. First one was Murrow's Fantastic Tale, check that one out. Anyway, Wolfwalkers is a new film from Irish studio Cartoon Saloon, who've given us movies like Secret of Kells and The Song of the Sea and The Breadwinner. The Breadwinner is the only film of theirs other than Wolfwalkers I have seen as of yet, but I loved The Breadwinner. I thought it was an excellent film and a rare example of a mature and just generally very good PG-13 animated film. And here we have Wolfwalkers, which is down a peg in terms of rating. It's PG, so you can bring your kids to this one, or stream your kids this. And I'd recommend you do so because this is an excellent film. Starting with the animation, that's probably the first thing you're going to notice about it, is that it is lush. It's beautifully, vividly animated, and if the past films in Cartoon Saloon's repertoire are anything to go by, it was probably animated on a much lower budget than most animated films. But the animation is just one thing about it. Sure, it's got bright autumn colors and nice contrasting cooling colors and great character designs and plenty of charm, and it plays with perspective a lot, as is typical of Cartoon Saloon films. But there's other things to like about it too. It's got some basis in a real history, which will enhance your viewing experience, but not necessarily hampered if you're unfamiliar. It takes place in the 1600s in Kilkenny, Ireland, in a small gated city, Kilkenny, I already said that, where the Lord Protector, a sort of Oliver Cromwell type figure, is setting out with his foot soldiers and hunters to take out the last pack of wolves in the nearby area in a forest. And a young girl named Ramen, who is the daughter of one of the hunters, goes into the woods looking for something, ends up learning more about the wolves than she ever expected to. It's got some predictable elements as a children's film, but for the most part, it cleverly subverts many of those, and I found myself really getting more and more invested as time went on. It didn't take long for me to get intrigued in what was going on, but it seemed like every 5-10 minutes the stakes were raised or something important changed hands, and it was all a lot to keep up with, and I appreciated that. This is just a really well-made animated film, and it comes at a time when there's a lot of animated films out. I feel like this year, 2020, there's been a lot of different animated films that go looking. There's been Onward, we have Soul to come, that new SpongeBob movie. We were going to get Connected, but unfortunately we didn't. But happily, we have Wolfwalkers, which frankly, in these like horrible, shitty times of 2020, it's like a drop of sunshine in a muddy puddle. Hopefully that gave you a decent impression of what I think of the movie. Normally I would go on for a little bit more past the timer, because that's always what I do. That's just the ramen cooling, guys. Don't worry about it. But there's not a ton that I could say that wouldn't just get into spoiler territory. So I'll try and keep this one a little shorter. In short, Wolfwalkers is brilliantly animated, really tightly paced and well scripted. I think it would be like a positive thing to show your kids if you're trying to challenge them a little bit, like move on from the emotional simplicity of like younger toddler animated and children's films, and maybe show them something a little more trying, like one of those like scare your kids for a good reason kind of movies, like Labyrinth or The Brave Little Toaster, something like that, because it can be very emotional. But now I am rambling, so if I had to give this movie a score, I would go with, for now, really good, 9 out of 10. It just, it's for me, it feels like one of those Kubo and the Two Strings kind of situations, where in a lot of ways you see how it's not a particularly new story, and there are a lot of elements of it that remind me of other movies. I was reminded a bit of Princess Mononoke, and seeing one of the main characters, Meb, on the cover reminded me of like Brave, Merida, big red hair and that stuff. But they're nothing like those films, really. It's its own thing. It's its own really good thing, and it does a lot of surprising stuff with elements and story beats that we've seen before. And I can highly recommend it to anyone who wants a good thing to watch right now, a good animated film, good anything really. Wolfwalkers is fantastic, and yeah, you should definitely give it a look if you can be bothered to sign up for Apple TV Plus. I know that's an ask, but they have a free trial. They don't charge much if you miss a month or whatever. Look, everyone does it. Just do it to give Wolfwalkers a try. Yes, I am encouraging you to sign up and then sign out. I do it all the time. Do not feel bad. It's worth it if you get to watch Wolfwalkers. Hey guys, thanks for sticking out to the end of the video. I really appreciate it. If you liked the video, why not give it a like or subscribe? It really helps me out a lot. I've got other videos like this you can check out on my channel if you're interested, as well as stuff that's nothing like it. If you want to keep up to date on videos I might be making, projects I might be working on, you can follow me on Twitter at @PerPocPartyBus. I also have a Patreon if you feel inclined to support me. You don't have to though, so that's cool. Thank you so much again for watching to the end, guys. I appreciate it so much. I hope you all have a great night, and take care.